Hi, family. I pray that you're all doing well. I am finally ready to release this other video that I had mentioned earlier in the week, I believe, that I hadn't released. And I will be working, thank you, Holy Spirit, on that podcast episode tomorrow. And I should be releasing that tomorrow as well. So look forward to that. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Can you hear him? I wanted to talk about this. The Most High gave me direction. I needed a little bit more time to process things. And it's so important that we hear our Father. And I know for a long time I didn't because of everything that was going on in my life. And I felt like I had missed out now that I'm aware of how much time has passed, that I wasn't listening, that I didn't have a relationship with the Most High. And I'm thankful that there was enough time for me to still get in this relationship with Him and walk in my purpose. And so what I want to share with you is you still have that opportunity, but you're not going to be able to really focus on Him if you have all these distractions going on in your life. And that's one thing that the Most High has done for me. He's helped me remove a lot of distractions, and He's helped me heal. I have spent a lot of my time as a young adult and an older adult dealing with brokenness, dealing with child molestation that I hadn't addressed, healed from, abandonment issues which I hadn't dealt with. And when you're focused on everything that the enemy is feeding you and all the trauma that you've had in your life, it makes it so difficult to hear the Most High God. And I don't want you to be distracted anymore. I don't want you to miss out on your call. And I'm sure that there are someone there that has been called by the Most High God but hasn't taken that step forward because you're distracted. You're still dealing with or thinking that you have to walk through the chaos and confusion in your life alone. You do not have to do that. He's calling you to help you walk through that, to help you process that, to help you heal from that. So this way you can start working in your purpose. It's the enemy, thank you, Holy Spirit, it's the enemy's job to hold us back. And let me tell you, I was held back for a long time. I was believing everything that everyone was saying about me that was negative. I was believing that I would never amount to anything. I was believing that I would never be loved. I was believing all of these lies about myself that were not true. And that's why the enemy tries so hard to keep us in our past, keep us looking back, keep us staring into an empty area in our life, keep us focused on people in our lives that aren't meant for us, relationships that aren't meant for us, completely distracted. We're coping with alcohol and sex and drugs. We are so distracted and caught up in our pain and the lies that we can't see our way out. But God is still calling on you. And I know, thank you, Holy Spirit, that there has been a moment where you know that He's called you, but you just weren't able to take that step forward. And I'm just asking you to please take that step forward. I don't know how much time we have left in this world. You see what's going on around us. I even more so now, thank you, Holy Spirit, I'm seeing on social media people posting about repenting, posting about end times, posting about getting yourself right with the Most High. And a lot of people are still, I think I read that, or someone was on the fence as to whether there's a heaven or hell. And when I was reading the comments, so many people said, you better get off that fence. It's either or, there's no middle. And I believe that there's so many people that have accepted their walk. They're speaking and warning and trying to help people wake up, trying to warn them that this is for real. This is not pretend. I'm sure if you see what's going on in our world, if you're paying attention to it, really paying attention to what's not being said, you'll know that something's not right. Something is definitely at play here. But there's one person in my life, one who I know who has not changed or wavered, and that's the Most High. That's the Most High God. He has not changed throughout any of this for me. If anything, he's given me help on understanding and processing and moving forward and knowing that he has me no matter what happens to this world. But I'm able to hear him. And even still, as I have distractions moving forward in this journey, sometimes I can't hear him, but then he'll let me know, or Holy Spirit will let me know there's some things you've got to remove, you got to let go of. Constantly cleaning house because you want to hear his voice. You want to know what he's saying to you. You want it to be definitive. You don't want there to be any wavering. So I pray that this is making sense to someone. It's so important because I know how I felt now that I understand and now that I'm out of it. Wow, I've spent so much time on that guy that wasn't for me. I spent so much time believing those lies that were told to me in my childhood. I spent so much time thinking that the only way to be loved was to have sex. I spent so much time trying to fit in places that I was never supposed to fit in. I spent so much time thinking that I'm going to be in debt the rest of my life, that I'll never have anything, that I will be the black sheep of my family. I believed that. But now I realize, no. That's not who I am. But I was believing those lies. And when you're believing the lies, it distracts you and it keeps you away from your calling. It keeps you away from your purpose. It keeps you away from the Most High, and you it's hard to hear him. And so I am praying that someone is ready to take that step forward and pursue him and allow him to work in and through you. And I'm praying for those who are in this journey that you don't give up, that you keep moving forward no matter how difficult it gets. And I know it gets difficult in some of these seasons. This last season that I just came out of was the hardest that I've ever had to deal with, but it was necessary. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I had to go through those things. I mentioned before that dealing with heartbreak was much easier than dealing with my own personal issues about myself, about my body image, about self-love. That was so much harder, but it was necessary. The Most High knows what we need. He knows what needs to be removed. And that's why it's so important to allow him to work in and through you and to prune you, to remove those things, to get you past those things, because it makes it difficult to walk and do your kingdom business when you have constant distractions, constant things that you haven't addressed pulling you back. He's setting you up to prosper, not to fail. So no matter how difficult it is, keep moving forward. And if you don't think you're making any progress, do not give up. There were days, thank you, Holy Spirit, when I thought, I didn't do anything today. I didn't move. I don't feel like I made any progress. But key word, feel. I was in my feelings, but I didn't stop. I kept going. I kept going until finally things started to click. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Things started to change. I started to believe in the Most High even more so, and believe in myself. So I am praying that what I just said makes sense to you. I'm praying that you answer his call. I pray that you decide, you know what, I've had enough with these relationships that aren't working out. I've had enough with the abuse. I'm drug abuse, sex addiction, marijuana. I've had enough of pacifying my pain. I'm ready to come out of this. I'm ready to find out what the plans are of the Most High. What did He have planned for me? What am I missing out on? Because the life that I'm in right now is not going anywhere. It's not helping me. I'm still suffering. I'm still in pain. I want to be happy. Seek the Most High. Seek Him. He is a restorer, a healer, a provider, a promise keeper. And He loves like no other. And He will help you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Love yourself the way He loves you. I know I'm not there yet, but I'm a lot closer than I was yesterday. I'm so thankful. I am a witness. That's why I'm here talking to you about this right now. So I pray that this makes sense. I pray that it resonates. I love you so much. Keep moving forward. Blessings on you.